Hey friends, welcome to Stocks and Crypto Plays. Real quick, I want to show you this video from Bill Pulte. So I found out how to pronounce his name. It's Pulte. So he makes homes across the country, beautiful homes. And now he's a multi-millionaire, and he's now a philanthropist, and he gives money away to people on Twitter. He pays their bills. He sends it right to them on their Cash App. Also, even if you're not in need of money, he does these random things where he'll just give out $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000. All you have to do is hit like on his tweet, and he'll pick someone randomly and send them 10K cash. I'm serious. I've seen him do it for years now. So you probably want to follow him on Twitter, but it's up to you. Anyways, the main reason for this video is to show you his video clip from Fox Business, because he's calling out the Dow. The Dow's at like 30,000 points right now. He's saying the Dow can go over 100,000 points. So a lot of us don't realize everything's down in the market right now. Every stock is down. Almost every stock's been totally destroyed. You don't hear that much on the news, but I mean, you take a look at SoFi, for example. I think, that stocks should be way higher. Most stocks should be way higher. Almost all stocks should be way higher. They've been totally destroyed in the economy that we're in right now these last 2 years, since 2021, early 2021, around January, February-ish, things started going downhill. Watch this video at the end, comment below, what do you think about all this? This is some very important inside information from an elite person that is actually trying to help people, okay? Hit like, subscribe, add notifications so you don't forget, just do it now. Appreciate you all. Go ahead and watch this video. Let me know what you think at the end. Talk to you soon.
And behind Pulte Capital, the CEO. Bill, good to have you. Explain what you're doing here.
Well, Neil, as you know, we have about 3 million followers on Twitter, and my family and I were fortunate to be very successful, not just in business, but Pulte Homes, which was our legacy business. And we made a lot of money, but we believe, my family and I, frankly, that all Americans should have access to be able to invest in stocks. And so what better way than to use technology, specifically Twitter, Neil, and give stocks to people as long as they hold on to it for a certain period of time. You have the US dollar, it's going to depreciate in value. Why not give people stocks?
How do you do it? How do people sign up or take advantage of this?
Sure, they just go to @Pulte on Twitter. Frankly, Neil, we had 450,000 people view our tweets last week. That one tweet where we sent it out. We got a lot of inbound submissions. We bought McDonald's stock for people. We bought all kinds of stocks for people. We're going to keep on doing it. And Neil, one day, the Dow's going to be at 150,000 points. Why shouldn't the average American be in on this too?
All right, so they have to make a compelling case that they deserve this, right? How do you know they're legit?
Neil, it's like any other charity effort. You're always going to have fraud. You're always going to have abuse. But I say if we can help 90% of people that are honest and have integrity, and we have 10% of scams, I'll take those odds any day of the week. So, we have a pretty good vetting process. But again, you're going to have that 1 out of 10 people who may scam you.
You're probably right about that. How do you vet them then? How does that process work? How much money or stock equivalent do you give people? Does it depend? Does it vary?
We have a 501c3, which is on Twitter. It has several 100,000 followers as well, called Team Pulte. We have a full checklist that we go through. Anything from, if somebody's dying of cancer, we want to see proof that they've, gone through it, that they've had chemotherapy, etc. So that's for the direct aid. And then on the stock thing, we also have a similar checklist. We're going through it and we're saying, okay, who are these people who are qualified to keep it? And frankly, Neil, as you know, if you give somebody $1,000 of Amazon stock, in 10 years, that could be significant. And, people can pass that on to their kids. So that's what we're trying to do.
Meanwhile, the backdrop for this is a erratic kind of economy. I mean, very busy when it comes to, crammed jets and restaurants and resorts. A lot of people think this is the last hurrah for the economy. But then there's when you just look at what's happening on the housing front, a concern right now that that's beginning to hiccup. And going back to the Pulte home days for you, what do you make of all of that?
I think, Neil, it's a tough time right now in housing. I think generally it's a pretty good market, but you're going to see, I think, toward the end of this year and next year, earnings kind of come down a little bit on a year-over-year basis. It'll still be strong. But, Neil, as you know, you have old homes and you have new homes. And the old homes, a lot of these guys have low interest rates on these homes. So people who have old homes, they don't want to sell them. They don't want to sell them. And so what does that mean? That means that the new home market is still pretty strong, Neil, to be frank. And these new homes, they're made very well. They can last for a long time. So it's kind of a mixed bag in housing right now.
So if you had your druthers to invest in homes or stocks, what would you do?
It's a great question. I'm invested in both, to be honest with you. There's no other way to say it. I think that homes, especially the homes being built these days, I buy from many of the other home builders, D.R. Horton, Lennar, Pulte. We buy their homes, we rent them out to people, Neil. And then I obviously have a big position in public stocks as well. So I hate to tell you both, but I think both are great investments.
Well, that was a very diplomatic answer. Bill Pulte, always good seeing you. Good luck with this.
A truthful answer.
There you go. There you go. The brains behind Pulte Capital, the CEO.